We are here at Changes Medical Spa, and we are talking about SculpSure. This is a treatment that Dr. Richard Jackson is bringing here to the Tri-Cities. We have Dr. Jackson here on the show, as well as Laura. She's a patient of Changes. Thank you so much, both of you, for being here and having daytime kind of tag along.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so Dr. Jackson, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Behind you, there's a big machine called SculpSure.
Right.
What is SculpSure?
Well, SculpSure is the only FDA-approved fat-killing laser, and it works by applying a gentle infrared laser beam through a sapphire block that's cooled to cool the skin, and it has 4 treatment heads, so we can treat 4 areas at the same time, and it permanently kills the fat in any body area. It's usually best for people who are about the weight that they're trying to be, but still have some stubborn areas of fat somewhere that they just can't get rid of. And it kills about 25% of the fat in any area per treatment. You generally see fairly good results with 1 treatment, dramatic results with 2 treatments, and a few people choose to have a 3rd treatment for really stubborn areas.
Right. And so you did mention that SculpSure can really work on any body area.
Right.
What are some of the body areas? Can you describe some of them for me?
Oh, we've treated, the most common areas are the abdomen and the flanks, but we've treated on the thighs, inner and outer thighs, buttocks, the pubic area, under the arms, back, under the arms here.
Really anywhere.
Yeah, about the only area we can't treat is under the neck, but we have other treatments for that.
Right. And so really from, basically your calves up to your arms and everything in between, SculpSure can definitely be an option for you. And Laura is actually joining us. Thank you so much for waking up early with us. And you are actually a patient here at Changes, and you've done SculpSure a couple times, right?
Right. I had my upper and lower abdomen done, and then the flank area, and then I'm getting ready to do the back area.
Okay. And so describe to me why you decided to come here and why you chose SculpSure.
Well, I think as you get older, I'm in my 40s, fat starts to collect in areas that you don't want it, and, diet and exercise just don't cut it, and you need a little something extra to really tackle fat in certain areas. So those were my main areas, were the stomach and the love handles. So that's why I chose to go for it.
And your reaction for the results?
The results were awesome. That's why I'm coming back to do the others, the other area. I was really impressed. I do want to say, diet and exercise are still important. You can't go whole hog with your, you have to do kind of the whole lifestyle thing. But, and just to kind of point that out, over the summer, I gained some weight. I gained about 15 pounds, but it did not come back in the areas that were SculpSured. It came back elsewhere, so that kind of proved to me that the fat reduction was permanent, or it was gone for good, which was really cool. So that's why I'm coming back to do my back. So it really kind of does sculpt your body.
Right. Well, you look great. I mean, you look wonderful. And so, Dr. Jackson, so Laura was describing kind of the process of the actual treatment.
Right.
Walk me through that again. I mean, you kind of showed us the sapphire glass and everything, but people can come in on their lunch break, right?
That's right. And there's no downtime, so you can go back to work or whatever activity that you want afterwards. We do try to do some massaging after the treatment, and we recommend that the patient go ahead and just massage it gently once or twice a day after the treatment. But the applicators are held on with a strap that holds it onto the same area. It has to be in contact with the skin, and so that takes a few minutes to set up, but the treatment itself is just 25 minutes.
Wow. So it really is very easy for someone to make an appointment on their lunch break, come in, no downtime, go back to work, which I think is wonderful. And Dr. Jackson, I also want to make sure we mention you guys have a big event coming up this Saturday, right?
Yes, and we're going to have a special event. The treatment is going to be half price, the lowest price that we're ever going to offer it. And it's going to be a big event. People can get treated on that day if we have time. If we can't, we can schedule it later on.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Jackson. Laura, thank you so much for talking to us about SculpSure. Make sure you call Changes Medical Spa and take advantage of these awesome prices for SculpSure. Call them, get to know a little bit more about SculpSure, and make your appointment today.
We also want to mention that Changes Medical Spa will be hosting Miss Tennessee Outstanding Teen Autumn Arsenault, and that will be tonight. There will be a public reception to honor her and the other outstanding teens tonight between 6 to 8 p.m.